Hey guys, welcome back to the askforSpeed channel. I'm Jason Speed here at the AutoNation USA in Wesley Chapel, bringing you another episode of Speed's Pre-Owned Reviews. And Mazda, of course, is known for its stylish and fun-to-drive SUVs. So today we're looking at the 2024 CX-50 with the 2.5S Premium Plus package to see if this is the right SUV for you. So let me show you more about this luxurious and capable crossover that blends sporty handling with rugged capability. So right under the hood of this Mazda CX-50 is a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder motor, no turbo. So it's going to produce 187 horsepower and about 186 pound-feet of torque. Paired that with the 6-speed automatic transmission, you can actually manually shift through with the auto stick gear select, and you're going to get between 24 and 30 miles to the gallon. It does come in all-wheel drive, so it has great all-weather driving conditions, and even has some towing options for those adventure seekers looking for something. So we're going to take a look at the outside, and I knew as soon as I grabbed the key fob that this car would impress me because of just the way the key fob feels. It feels like you've got a luxury SUV, you got the buttons all on the sides, so there's no buttons that are going to be mistakenly pressed while it's in your pocket, and it just feels nice like in your hand. The 20-inch black wheels is something that I noticed right away, that you have that two-tone black and silver. You also have, I'll lock the key fob so you see, on the car, the mirrors fold in, has those exterior turn signals, right? It just looks really nice. I can take a look at the profile and more so the lines on it and how it curves in and out. You can tell that they spent some time making it more aerodynamic. Looks really good. The headlights look high end. They're LED headlights. They look very high end. That Mazda front grille, it just kind of takes the silhouette and the shape of, dare I say, a Jaguar F-Pace. Looks really good. Now, from what I understand, it has a wider and longer stance from the Mazda CX-5. So the CX-50 is a little bit longer, a little bit wider, which of course is going to be better for handling. You can see how the headlights look right up front. Nice turn signals, this clean straight line down below. And then, of course, that wide open grille for getting all that air you need for the intake and cooling that engine compartment down. Looks really, really sharp. You can see how, as you move from the front fender to the back fender, you can see how it kind of goes in and back out, with that back fender being a little bit wider. So really good there. Looks really cool. Windows look big enough for what this crossover is. Of course, reducing your blind spots, minimizing those pillars. The taillights look really cool. Like if I saw this at night, I wouldn't have guessed that this was a Mazda. They've done a really good job with the way they just kind of put everything together. It looks really good. You have the dual exhaust, give you that, again, sporty feel. Of course, the power liftgate. They've added things like this to help widen that body out and give you that sporty feel as well. And then you got this massive sunroof that we'll open it up here in just a little bit. You got the blind spot monitoring right there on the mirror. And what's nice about, you saw the mirrors just folded in. What's nice about this CX-50 is that if I put this key fob in my pocket and I just walk up and hit the button inside the handle to unlock it, it'll open up the mirrors and unlock all the doors. So that's really nice. Okay, so this is the point of view of sitting in the driver's seat. And like always, I'll go over everything left to right and then top to bottom. So on the door, first of all, I mentioned outside you have the blind spot monitoring. You do have door locks, of course, your door handle, your mirrors up top, and all of your windows. On the steering wheel, you do have volume control as well as changing the track left or right, up or down, or changing the source, pushing that button in. You also have your voice command, answering the phones or hanging up the phone, your safety options as far as cruise control or lane keep assist, or even the adaptive cruise control, which is really nice. Your driver information display is going to give you all the information relevant to you as the driver. So your fuel economy has that range to empty right there, your current miles per gallon, your RPMs, your current speed you can have on a digital display as well. And then you have down here some of your driver settings like your memory seats. You have the open or close the rear liftgate, traction control system, of course, and to turn that Mazda 360 safety system off if you so choose to. Turn signals, wiper blades, opposite columns. Across the top, of course, you have that big screen. It's not a touch screen, so you control it from down here in the console, which is actually really nice because it's so far away that they make it ergonomical for your control. Down below, you have nice big open vent. But down below, you have your AC controls, your heated and ventilated seats, which I thought was really impressive, and your dual climate control on there as well. Go over there, you have your other AC, and you can see you have Bose sound system, so the audio in here is going to sound like a concert. You can see on there, of course, you have the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto. Garage door openers that are on the mirror. You have a place for your sunglasses, dome lights, and the sunroof. The visors do have an extend tab to cover more of the door. The visor itself doesn't extend, but they do have that extend tab that does. And of course, you have your soft LED light with the vanity on both sides so that you can stay cute. Other than that, it is actually a pretty nice interior. I had a feeling that I would be impressed by this interior, and I wasn't wrong. I love that stitching that goes all the way across the dash through the seats as well. Nice kind of standout feature. The console here, I'll show you how that opens up. There's buttons on both sides of this that open up, and that's pretty nice size with a wireless charger right there. We'll go ahead and take a look at this back seat before we take it for a drive. And there looks to be plenty of space back here. It's nice to have the armrest that folds down so you have that same height as the armrest on the door, giving your rear passengers a captain chair feel. The vents, of course, with USB charging ports. The anchor down below for the car seats. And then as far as cargo area, the seats do fold down. There's a button right here. That's all you gotta do is press that button and the seat will fold down. Let me make sure the headrest is down all the way. And that folds completely flat, which is super nice for maximizing your cargo, dog crates, or anything that you have to move. There's also a power liftgate, which makes things super convenient for while you're loading. You see the handles back here are release handles for both sides for being able to fold that 60/40 bench seat in the back down. And you have a spare tire down below. I don't expect that spare tire to have much use out of it as of yet, being this is a 2024, but it's nice to have. And you have tie down points. These little points that if you're loading cargo, you have points where you can ratchet or bungee cord some material down so that you're not having things flop around while you're driving and enjoying the handling of this crossover. All right, so let's take it for a drive and I'll tell you what I think. I did notice that the volume control is also on the console, as well as another impressive option that this car has is the auto hold, where if you are driving, you come to a red light and you take your foot off the brake, like I am in gear and my foot's off the brake right now, you don't have to hold your foot on the brake with auto hold, which is super nice, kind of a luxurious feature. And then I also noticed that there are driving modes between normal, sport, and off-road. So you could definitely have some fun with this thing. For the sake of how much fun we can have, I'm gonna put it in sport mode and get a feel for what it can do. I'm not gonna open it up and just, test out a few acceleration and handling points as far as that, how it turns and goes through corners. There is a heads-up display that I am just now noticing, and that is super nice for not having to look down at the driver information display. What I see in that is what my current speed limit is and what looks like if I have the cruise control set too. But I'm sure that's information that you can change in the heads-up display settings. So it does feel like it has a really good center of gravity. It doesn't feel like I'm going to tilt the vehicle over as I turn corners. It does feel like that my camera would fall over though. I've kind of learned my lesson with that, and I'm just holding it until I can find a better solution. But here's the S-curve, doing it at 34. And that is really smooth. Now, obviously, normally in the S-curves, you want to stay in your lane, but that just felt like really good, and I had to kind of apex it. Yeah, really smooth feeling car. Feels like it's got plenty of acceleration with that 180 plus horsepower. It does feel like it has a little bit of a lag to it as far as the acceleration goes, but it, nonetheless, it'll eventually get out of its own way. So when I stepped on it before, it did sound like you have to get the engine to work pretty hard, and maybe it's just because I'm in sport mode. That could be the difference in the way it would normally, like in normal mode. This is normal mode. Sport mode, of course, with any car is going to hold the gears longer, give you more RPMs out of each gear. And that actually feels a lot smoother. So I wonder if there's some suspension tuning in sport mode as well. But in normal mode, it actually feels a lot smoother. Again, through the S-curve. And yeah, it's fun to drive. It's a fun little drive car. I could see there being lots of different categories of buyers for this car. Someone who likes the space of an SUV but likes the feel of a kind of fun to drive car, sporty car, if you will. And having all-wheel drive, of course, just gives you plenty of options for finding trails or doing some of that lightweight stuff that Wranglers get to do on a regular basis. This video, I'm really trying to do my best to make sure that these speed pre-review videos don't drag on forever and ever. But if you like the video and you'd like to see the channel grow, I would really appreciate a like, a comment, and especially a subscribe. If you would like to come in and check out this 2024 Mazda CX-50, please reach out, give me a call, shoot me a text, comment on the video. I'd love to set up a time for you to come in and see this car. I think you'll be really impressed as I was with it. And as always, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next Speeds Pre-Owned reviews. Have a great day.